Ravel's forlane, a piece with such innovative harmonic invention and subtlety that even the first few bars can be quite the challenge to break down. But I'll try my best to explain everything Ravel does as concisely and clearly as possible. Already in the first bar, we don't get a simple E minor chord in root position, but a 6/4 chord with what could be imagined as an Ashakatura D sharp going to E, but played simultaneously. This idea is repeated almost immediately in the melody with a chromatic appoggiatura on the A sharp, which leads to B. We then get an amazingly dissonant chord accented on the second beat, which probably would leave most rather perplexed. The problem is looking at it isolated, which is never the case with harmony, but instead placing it in its context of moving to the 4 chord in the next bar. Ravel plays around a bit with voice leading here, but essentially this chord acts as a chromatic passing chord as such. With the suspension on the first beat, and the E that moves up chromatically to E sharp simultaneously to avoid a simple resolution. The melody itself is elusive harmonically. The D sharp we'd imagine as an appoggiatura that would resolve to C sharp, which it eventually does, but only after teasing us with another appoggiatura on B sharp and a small escape tone on B natural, resolving to a C sharp that isn't even on the right octave. Resuming these 2 bars, we get this. On the 3rd bar, we see a bass note F sharp, while the notes above it all suggest appoggiaturas that resolve to the 2 chord F sharp minor in the following fashion. Yet Ravel subverts our expectations once again by avoiding just that, moving instead to a delicious 9th chord. Of course, we can still see the chromatic voice leading in certain parts, like the C sharp that moves to B sharp, or the E sharp that moves down chromatically. In the final bar, we get a secondary dominant chord over the dominant. Again, a more banal version of this would be a simple resolution to the dominant chord as follows. But Ravel avoids this again by choosing a modal approach, lowering the leading tone in the melody to D natural to give a minor 5/1 cadence in E aeolian. Now let's listen to this passage in its entirety. As one can see, Ravel's harmony is greatly based on traditional functional principles. In this passage, we simply get a 1, 4, 2, 5, 1. And yet his careful use of dissonances and unresolved appoggiaturas makes for an incredibly colourful harmonic language that we call Ravelian today. Do let me know if you enjoyed the video, and if you'd like me to do a part 2 of the rest of the forlane or any other pieces of Ravel.